Hello everyone. Akwaba to famous unknown. There's a reason why I'm using Akwaba and not welcome. We will get down to the bottom, all right? But there's a video that I saw on Twitter, and this video is very disturbing. It's about a young boy. I don't know if he was forced, but I'll say forced because he can use his own will to do the job that he is doing. So he's been forced to work on a Galamsey site or work in the deadly waters of Galamsey pit. Before we get down to it, let's go watch the video.
Well, Allah, Yama, my baby. Ono Obama, Galamsey, the Jai, Timbalano, my brother. Oh, you own that at what you could do my TV now. Allah, well, you're ready to go. I know what that is. Small boy. Oh, yes. Allah, there's so. Well, you're ready. You watch my boy, I watch about it. Watch my phone there, Allah. You grew up on there, Galamsey there, Mama way. What I would know now. Yes, bracket, only brackets, yet the Timbalano. Uncle Skill Club in your man yet. It's small boy, the map over. But you're ready to Allah. I don't want to Allah. Oh, when you down there, it's a crowd. Got them. And I don't know. I didn't know. Only could do my TV. Mama way. I thought they were in this room. But I don't give to open every man yet. One was there was small boy. We are practicing.
Yeah, this is where Ghana has got into. This is very sad and very serious. The government is fighting Galamsey, and yet the citizen, they don't seem to understand. I think this guy here feels proud of recording this young boy and telling everybody that the boy is doing Galamsey and he's the one operating that machine. This is sad, but I don't blame this particular person here. The person that I blame is the youth. I blame the youth for all this. Why am I saying this? Now, let's go back to the beginning of this video when I said Akwaba. There's an issue going on. Instead of the youth fighting for the betterment of the country, we are not. We are fighting over unnecessary things. We are fighting over things that won't help improve the country or won't help develop the country. If you go on Twitter right now, there's an issue going on between the word Akwaba and Obake. Yeah, you heard me, Obake. You're probably asking what is Obake. The meaning of Obake is welcome. So as Akwaba. In Ghana, it's not only the Ashantis that do say Akwaba, and all the Akans do say Akwaba. When we say Akans, Ashantis, Infantis, Bono, Ekuapem, all those, they are all Akans, and they all say Akwaba. If you go to Kotoka International Airport, it says Akwaba right there. Yes, Akwaba. And now the Gut people or the Gut Adanme, they're saying they should change the Akwaba. They should change to Obake or Obake. This is too late. Y'all remember back in the days in school, if you do speak your dialect, the teachers of that school will beat you up. They will even write on the walls saying do not speak vernacular. So they stop everybody from speaking their own dialect on the school premises. That's what they did. If you want to promote your culture, it starts from the grassroots. It starts from the early ages. But no, people were stopped from speaking their own dialect. But the Ashantis, they love their dialect. Anywhere they go, somebody can right away point it out and be like, oh, you're an Ashanti. Or you're from Kumasi. Because of the way they speak. They love speaking their tree dialect. They're not afraid to say that they're Ashantis. But then, the other tribes, if you ever go somewhere, another tribe can go to a particular group and somebody may ask, where are you from? And they are scared or they are ashamed to say where they're from. But the Ashantis, they will say, I'm an Ashanti. They've been promoting their culture. And now the Gap people are fighting for them to change the Akwaba to Obake or Obake. Is this necessary? This is pointless. But then they want the people to keep welcome. Yes. And under the Akwaba, there's an English word over there. They want them to keep it, but take off the Akwaba because the Ashantis are not from the Ga tribe or not from the Ga land. I have a question for the Ga Adangme people. See, instead of you like fighting the Igbo king who wants to build a kingdom on your land, you're not doing so. But you want to fight your own kind. And mind you, Ghana is not for the Ga people. The whole Ghana is for Ghanaians. When the whole thing started about the Igbo king, it was the Ashantis that were loud about it. If you were to go check on radio stations, on YouTube videos, most of them were the Ashantis that were being loud about it. The Ga people wasn't even that loud about the Igbo king who was trying to build an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. And even to think about it, the name Nkrine, because Accra is called Nkrine. The name Nkrine is from the Akans. They named it. Nkrine means Nkraning. The story was like they found out that there were a lot of people in Accra. And they were like, hey, where do you want to say Nkrane? Say Nkrane. That's how they got to get the name Nkrine. So it was them that named it. So why don't you change that name too? The Accra Sports Stadium, it was first called Ohinijan Stadium, and they said they don't like that name, so they should change it. And now it's been changed from Ohinijan Stadium to Accra Sports Stadium. The Ashanti, they didn't fight over it. But if you were to go to Kumasi Sports Stadium, they call it Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Is it an Ashanti name? It's not an Ashanti name, but they still call it Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The Ashantis are not fighting over it because Ghana doesn't belong to the Ashantis only. So it's okay with the Ashantis. If you were to go to Ashanti region, they have a place called Fanti Newtown. They have a place called Anraga or Anloga. They have a place called Mosizongo or Zabuzongo. Yes. Why? Because Ghana is not for the Ashantis alone. So they're okay with that. They don't fight over these things. But other people always fighting the Ashantis for no reason. We were all here when the Igbo king wanted to build a kingdom in Accra. We were all here. But the whole nation took upon themselves and they start talking about it. Was it left to the Ga people alone? No. Every tribe was talking about it. Why? Because Ghana belongs to all these tribes. So I don't know why they can't fight for them to maybe add Obake to it, but they just want the Akwaba out, which is wrong. I heard about Kwame Nkrumah Memorial. If you go there, I heard they have welcome Akwaba and Wezo. Yes, you can fight for them to add Obake to it, but don't tell them to change everything. But well, if they do change it, who cares? I know the Ashantis or the Akans, they won't come and fight over this. KNUST, that university, is named after Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It's in the Ashanti region. Are they fighting for them to change it? No, because Ghana doesn't belong to only the Ashantis. So they understand that perfectly. So this is where Ghana has got into, fighting over a word. People do laugh at the Ashantis, that they love speaking their dialect too much. Yeah, and they're proud of that. Most Ga people, Obake, they never heard of it before. Even some of the Ga people, they never heard of it. Until now. People were born, raised in Accra. They never heard of it. Because you guys are scared or ashamed to speak your own dialect and you want to promote your culture. Yes, it's good to promote your own, but not the way you guys are going about it. That's not the right channel. We are fighting over Galamsey. We are fighting for better roads. We are fighting for better jobs. And you guys are fighting over just a word? Oh, come on. Ghana, we can do better. What is this? I know Obawo, Obeda, na Obake. Minti bida. And I say Obadrofe. Na Obake die Efrihine. And I know soon they're going to be like they should change the Greater Accra region to Ga Adangme region. Yeah, because they have Ashanti region. So I know for sure they'll be fighting over that too. Let's come together as one nation and fight the right battles. Galamsey is killing us. It's destroying our water bodies, destroying the forests, and the waters are being contaminated with all these chemicals. People do drink those waters, you know. So that's what we should be fighting for. We should be fighting for minimum wage to go up, more employment for the youth, not Akwaba and Obake and Wezo. Go to Ashanti region and go see something. Those other tribes that are within Ashanti region, oh my gosh, they love each other. Ashantis, they can mingle with anybody. They're there with the other people. The Fantis, it's nice. Then you guys always like want to be tribalistic. If you think Ghana is for the Ashantis alone, pause. The Ashantis, because they promote their culture, they're not scared to talk about their culture. That's why. If you do talk about your culture, it will get up there. But not this way. Not how you want them to take the Akwaba off. Like it's like you hate the Ashantis. No, it shouldn't be like that. Because Ghana is beautiful. Ghana is very peaceful. But if you start the tribal war, then I don't think Ghana is going to be peaceful again. So please, let's start an agenda about this whole Galamsey. This video that I showed you about this kid is very sad. It's very painful. But instead of us fighting over this, we're not. We're fighting over Akwaba and Obake or Obake. Yeah, anyway, what are your thoughts about this heartbreaking video? Should stronger action be taken to end Galamsey and protect our children? Share your views at the comment section. And if today is your first time coming across my video, please do subscribe to the channel, like, and also share. And until we meet again, I'm your host, Shaolin the Kasa Harrises. I'm out.